Hello. Welcome everyone. It is Monday. What the heck? He's late. This 2 minutes. What the heck? 5:07. The thing said he would usually start at the 05 mark. I can't believe it. It's 5:07. It's actually, yeah, it is 5:07 now. But this clock is like faster, you know? It's faster than the real time. Anyway, this is today's image. It is me with a blender with a strawberry. That's right, a single strawberry. Just one strawberry. I'm gonna be doing some more blender. I think I need to drink some water. Hold on. All right, some early hydration, some unusually early hydration. You know that feeling when you get like something stuck in your throat? It's like, I don't know what it is. You drank water wrong or something. You start talking and it's like, what the heck? It sounds like I'm not talking right. That's today. That's what happened just now. And now, I don't know. Now maybe I'll talk slightly better. Or maybe I'll talk worse. I don't know. Anyway, let me greet people. Welcome Stream Elements, welcome Jishwan, welcome Flippy Gaming Live, welcome Denchi, welcome Alchakar, welcome Craig, welcome Tag Barrel, Royal, Mamai, Shinsua, and the people from before I started the stream, because Vacuously did raid me, but I will not greet the people from before I started my stream, because that's not valid, okay? You had to be here. You can't have been here an hour ago and still be greeted. Anyway, Blender. So I've not made changes since the last time. We did rig this rabbit creature, this one right here. And now it can move, okay? It can move, but we have not enabled it to move. It has things such that you can move the arms and the legs. It's alright. That is not a rat. That is in fact a rabbit. Got this one. It's movable. This is movable. You can rotate the head. You can rotate it about the Z-axis, the X-axis, and the Y-axis. There it is. Why is your rat moving? It's not a rat. You may think it's a rat, but it's actually a rabbit. Would a rat plus rabbit be a rat-bit or rabat? I don't think anyone knows the answer to this question. Science has never truly even accomplished such a thing. Anyway, you can move the legs as well. Like this. It's like this, okay? You can step. Now the legs aren't very long, so they can't really step very far. Given the limited range of motion of this creature, it's actually not possible to step farther than this. Like this. It can't even touch the ground. What the heck? I can't believe this. The bones, it does have bones. Short leg, even more rat. No, it's definitely a rabbit for sure. Anyway, so we're gonna try to learn about animation, okay? We're gonna try maybe like learn how to do like a walk cycle, perhaps. I've seen some tutorials. Now I've not actually tried doing it, so this is where you actually start learning. You know, you can watch as many tutorials as you want, but then as soon as you start doing it, you forget, because you're like, I've never actually done this. But now, I will try to learn how to do it. Let's pull up a video. Let's react to a stream, to another stream, to a video. skip the tutorial and I start out forgetting. Okay, let's look up Blender walk cycle tutorial. Parkour, park or what? What is the other thing that is not the park? Park or ranger? Alright, which of these tutorials? Does anyone would anyone recommend a good walk cycle tutorial? I watched this one. Welcome on. Yeah, what about this one? Simple. It's got 16 views. About making a quick and easy walk cycle animation. What about this one? 461 views. Welcome Zuja. Walking high to YouTube Vax emotes. Yes. If you click on the emote, there's attribution. It'll be like this person made this. And you can confirm. You can confirm via Twitch.tv. I'm not a professional blender, but I am a rat identifier. How many rats have you identified in your life? Here, okay, I mean, I've watched this one. Let's watch this one. Because this one seemed okay. Although this only focuses on the leg movement. Oh, but he also... Okay, placing key poses. We're not going to watch this with audio. But I will simply... I'll have the captions on and then you can read them. Alright, let's see. You can rotate. Hold tab, auto keying, animation. I don't have a location. Okay, wait, hold on. He created a keyframe. Plenty and your rat is one of them. But that's a rabbit emote. That's different. That's a different thing. Alright, let's see. Location, right click, insert keyframes. Guys, everyone, we gotta insert keyframes. Maybe I should watch a tutorial that isn't like a video. What if we watch like an article? Read an article. Blender animation tutorial. But not a video. How to animate in Blender 2025. Oh, but it's 2026. What if they changed everything? Have we considered that maybe they've changed everything? Now, what if this was AI generated? That's the problem nowadays. How to animate in Blender Simple. Choose the property. Moving cube. Insert keyframe. Move object. Press I. Welcome Piss. Hello. Insert your first keyframe. Move forward in time. I'm doing that naturally. Everyone is moving forward in time. Alright, what if we... Let's see. Insert, move object to its starting position. Okay, so we want the arms to be in a neutral position, right? Because right now it's T-posing. We gotta have a neutral position, but we must also rotate about the x-axis. And then, so now the arm, but now the arm, doesn't the arm seem like it's like bent in a strange way? Why is that? G, Z, G, Y, G, X. Do a sassy walk. No, we have to get the basic walk animation. Why is it like moving like this? Okay, so move it like this here. A posing is neutral. True. A, me when I'm a New Yorker. A pose. A, I'm posing here. Does anyone know why the arm is sort of like bent this way? No one knows. No one even knows anymore. It's just like, why is it like that? And also, why is this all the way down here? Gee, we wanna grab this and then move it downward. Right? I just want it to move only downward. Like here, right here, that's good. Is it because the bones are rotated strangely? Is this it? Is this the reason? No, but maybe they're too much. Maybe the bones are simply too much. Naruto run. Has anyone ever Naruto ran in their life? I don't think so. No one has ever done it. Maybe the arms are too bent. Is that the thing? Where's all the people that know Blender? Where's Classic Caribou? He's the guy who knows everything. Let's see, data. Okay, we want to regenerate the mesh partially so that the arm is pointed a bit more straight. Because right now you look at this and it's pointed at an angle. Right? You can't have that. You cannot be having that stuff. Because then when it's too bent, then the arm doesn't go correctly. I know, that's not a rat. Mods ban that guy. He keeps calling this rabbit a rat, and yet it's a different creature. Can't believe that he would do this. What if you like were to grab this and then hold on. We got too many things on the screen, guys. Now click on the rig, right, and then is the arm also looks like it's slightly rotated. Do you see this, everyone? It appears to be slightly rotated. Now, I don't know if this was intentional. Welcome, Uakon. It looks fine to me. It's an arm, but it's like, you see this thing right here, it's like slanted, right? I mean the control specifically. Is that supposed to be that way? And then same thing for this. This line right here appears to be bent. And yet it's not. And yet it's different. It really makes you wonder, like, why? Why is that? Who determined the angle of this arm? When it moves, there's a tendency to lean forward a bit. But I think this is leaning backwards, right? Because it's pointed back this way. So I need to go back into the rig and then rotate this bone slightly. I think. So if I hide this thing and then I go back here, there is a way perhaps that I can show it. Let's go to object mode. Click on this guy, click on the bone in front. See, okay, see, this is the thing. You look at this and it's like that. Welcome vacuously. Chocojack's rated, yeah, Chocojack's rated me. Actually, at the start of the stream, I incorrectly said that Vac rated me. I'm sorry, I totally misattributed the raid. It was actually Chocojack's who rated me. And all the Choco viewers who were like, wait, she didn't even stream today. Yeah, she did. She did. She was doing an art stream. I was there. But it was only like a few seconds long. Yeah, she did. What the? You guys don't. You missed it. You missed out. It was a once in a lifetime stream. It's totally new and exciting. I would say you didn't see it, I saw it. It's definitely a thing that happened. For real. I can't believe you missed out on it. Alright, I think I need to grab it. Have this bone. This bone must be rotated. I spy on her 24/7. Well, you should have seen it. You should have been there. But you weren't. And I think that's kind of messed up. I think it's kind of messed up that you wouldn't support her in her time of need. Unbelievable. All right, we've rotated these bones. We've moved these bones in such a way that they are now slightly more aligned, perhaps. Maybe this also needs to be here. Fan is a big word. It's only 3 letters. It's also like 1 syllable. Welcome, Panis. Has something more important to do, such as what? What could be more important than watching a Choco Jack's art stream? Nothing. There's literally nothing. The only thing in this world that means anything anymore. You're the #1 Choco. Are you though? I don't think so. Alright, so I think the arm is slightly more aligned now. It's got like a slight bend to it, but that's intentional. Okay, and then all you gotta do is regenerate the rig. And now, but now this arm, doesn't this arm seem even more rotated? Why is that? Although this thing does seem straighter now. So let's try it. Let's try going into the rig, going into pose mode. Yeah, they add, there's a new peak patch notes. Hold on, can we all read the new peak patch notes? All you peak players, they're adding new things. New updates to peak. How do we check the latest patch? If you wanted to like play but not do a full run, you could totally do that. Steam powered app view. This link. Okay, I will click on it. I've clicked on it. Why do we need to animate things? Well, we need to animate this rant. Why do we care about new things? Because this is important. Okay, this is an important thing. Didn't like how an entire run could take 4 hours? There's no way it takes 4 hours. Look at this, you can have custom options. You can change various things. You could disable the fog, you could change the hunger rate. You could have disable some hazards, perhaps. You could make it that only some items spawn. Wouldn't that be cool? You could only play 1 biome if you want. You can autosave at the campfire. You can hang out as long as you like by the campfire. What? No way. Wait a second. That sounds very nice. Then you can cook all your food. The zombie phobia mode. Who's that? A mushroom guy? They made them a mushroom guy. Bug fixes. Achievements. It's a very important update. More important than, yes, it is very important. Rescue hook doesn't put you in a ragdoll state for as long. Wait, that's actually so good. That was the big problem with the rescue hook. Why did it call rescue hook? Isn't it called rescue claw? Is that it put you in a ragdoll state and it made it hard to control. But now it's good. Got merch. What's that? This guy. Bing bong keychain. Fortnite. Bugs. They've added bugs to the game, guys. Bugs. Or feedback. They need to add an imposter mode where 1 hiker is you. I think there's a mod that's like that. I think there's like a mod that makes it like PvP enabled. There's like 1 person trying to climb and everyone's trying to like stop them. I think so anyway. That's what my cousin told me. He told me that he played that mode. 6 or 7 years. 6, 7. 6, 7. Alright, so we want these bones. These bones. You gotta hide these bones. And then you gotta show these bones. If you think about it, PvP is already enabled. No way. Welcome, Lots of Butts. Blender is my favorite Fluturama character. No, that's just his regular name. That's literally Blender Blendington. Alright, the rig. So this is in the front. Well, we want the bones to also be in the front, right? Need more detailed bone. It's got so many bones though. It literally has so many bones. How did I show? What did I click on to show these bones? Was it this bone? It was not this bone. Where's the real bones? Was it this thing? Because these bones are not the real bones. These bones are the fake bones. But these bones are the real bones, but they're not being shown. We got these. We got these. What about this one? This one, not even there. Imagine getting all the way to the kill and then shooting the other person with a tranq dart. Imagine getting all the way to the peak and then someone with a rescue claw tries to like pull you off the bridge. That would suck. I would never recover from that. I'd feel so betrayed. I'd be like, why would they do that? Sounds like a really fun person. So true. You can never predict. Never even know what they would do. Alright, well I can't figure out how to get these bones to show, but let's see if it works. Let's see if our bone changing has fixed some attributes. Pose mode. Click on the arm. Okay, so now if you click on the arm and then you rotate, whoa, what the, it seems even more incorrect. The little blender art, thank you. I think this bone, whatever this thing is not rotated enough. Like if I grab the arm, hold on. How do I, let's center it about this axis. And then you grab this, you bring it down. Oh wait, but why can it stretch now? Wait, why can it stretch now? I need to change the setting. I need to change the setting so that it doesn't stretch. What was the setting? Carabel told me this and I forgot. You gotta go into what was edit mode, perhaps edit mode. All right, here are the bones. One of the bones disappeared. What the? You see them? What happened to this bone? Oh, what is that bone? What is that? What is this? Upper arm? Target? Oh no. No, all the bones are wrong now? Hold on, can I undo this? I would like to undo everything that I've done. The rabbit's bones are incorrect now. I don't think I can undo it. I don't think I can. I don't think I have enough undos to undo this. Oh, shoot. No. Why did the bone... What happened to these bones? What is this bone? Is the torso bone? Why is it pointed back there? Everything's messed up. They're calling that rat the wrong name. Broil, you gotta stop. This guy is always calling this guy a rat. It's obviously not a rat. Welcome, Sig Amigs. I think I do have a backup though on my other computer. If I go into my other computer settings, let's see, default Blender, and then I open this one. Let's see, how do I check the previous versions? I simply click on my time machine settings. On Mac OS, you got the time machine settings, browse time machine backups. Okay, then you got today. Today, at an older time. I don't know if I'm still even streaming right now because it entered full screen and everything's loading. But surely it works. Am I still live? I'm still live, right? You can still hear me, right? Surely everything is fine. Alright, let's go back. Today, let's restore this one. Restore. I restored the Blender file. Location you're restoring to already contains a thing with the same name. Are you sure you want to restore? Yes, I would like to restore. I'd like to replace my current file. Okay, it's been restored. And then it's probably going to say like there's a conflict loading the file, and then I have to fix some stuff. No, it just synchronized. Okay, it turns out it synchronized correctly. All right, let's not save. Let's open up Blender again. And then what? And then open this up. Wow. Okay, so is this still accurate? Is this still valid? I don't know. Okay, it appears that the bones are still here. The bones have been restored, everyone. Don't you worry. The bones are back once again. Alright, but we have to figure out how to fix that, and like why is that happening? Where's all the Blender experts? No one even knows, man. This is the problem with society. No one even knows Blender. You ask people what they think about Blender and they go, I don't know. I don't even know, man. Alright, let me look it up. Blender arm is rotated strangely. One arm rotating strangely. No one answered. No one answered. I mean, they got these ones, but that's not really an answer. This is what you get for blending a single strawberry. No, it's not even blended yet. Are you seeing this? It's like in the blender, but it has not yet been blended. So obviously he's going to like add some more stuff to it. Presumably, the blender doesn't even have blades. Rotate extremely? Do you mean the palm is fixed? I mean like if you, for example, grab this, you click on this, and then you move the arm directly downwards. It goes like at an angle. Oh, is it because this thing is rotated? Are you, Uokan, are you familiar with Blender? Do you know if this thing, this control is supposed to be rotated? I feel like it should be like parallel to the whatever axis this is, right? It should be, should I be doing this? Should this be the default? Shouldn't this be the default? Did I like change a pose somewhere? Hold on. How do I reset transforms? Reset pose. Blender, you're not? Oh no. You asked a question that made it seem like you knew what you were talking about. Blender to reset pose. Select all bones. Clear user transfer. Okay. Clear. Oh wait, no, someone told me you can press Alt G, Alt R, Alt S. Okay, so that unrotated this arm. However, this control is still rotated. Blender reset rotation of control. Broken Brains app. Don't worry. You have a Claude subscription. No, no, no. Pivoting about a cursor point gives you a combination rotation. You can press Alt G, press Alt G. I did that. And yet it's still rotated. Guys, it's still rotated. The rat bone. The rat bone is connected to the rat bone. What if it was rotated like this? And then, and now R0X. What if you flip the bone? But that would just go the other way. That's not even valid. What about this one? Oh, I didn't rotate both. I only rotated one of the bones. I didn't have symmetrical rotation applied. Alright, so if you do Alt-R, you can reset the rotations, okay? So that's what we want. And then, but then is it because the bone, this bone is rotated? Why is this bone rotated? Guys, why is that bone rotated? Has anyone rotated a bone? Is that like... Who up a rotating the bone? Have you tried add moon pearl? That is not a thing. That's not a real thing. I think you made that up. What if this is just it? What if the rabbit just did this? What if this was my animation? Yay, yippee! What if it did this? People rotate their bones. Are you rotating right now? This is gonna be the new Fortnite dance. I should make that rat jump and yay. There's not a rat though. It's a rabbit. This is kind of how people do Gmod animations, right? They just grab the model and just record it. That's how it is. That's life. That's how life is. Basically, I've actually never used Gmod. I don't really know too much about it. Other than the fact that there's a guy named Gary and that it's his mod. And apparently there's an achievement for playing Gary's mod with the real Gary. Which is a bit strange. Isn't that a bit strange? The real Gary. It's definitely rotated. Whatever, you know, maybe this is fine. Maybe it's totally fine that it's like this. And all you gotta do is work around the problems. Oh wait, it was the rotated, it's because I have it set. Hold on, Carabel had me enable some setting the other day. I think I have to like transform relative to, instead of local, it's gotta be global. And now it will, oh, look at that. And now it will rotate like this. I mean, the arm is going back slightly, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's just how this rabbit is. Okay, so this thing is here, and then you grab it along this axis. You move it up. You move it up here. Move it so that the arms are in a neutral position, and then you gotta rotate. Right? You gotta rotate this thing. There. Like that. Welcome, Namington. What am I blending? A single strawberry. Just one of them. One such thing. Man, this rabbit's arms are messed up. Who did this? Why would they do this to the rabbit? Alright, let's insert keyframes. Now that we have the arm in a neutral position, insert keyframe. More arms? No. Hey, wasn't Denchi supposed to release a new version of YouTube Studio on Sunday? What happened to that? Where's the new version? Did he lie? Did he make that up? I can't believe this guy. He said there'd be 3 versions released, and there were only 2. Blender, add keyframe. Alright, keyframes. Insert keyframe. Pressing I will key properties based on the default key channels. 1.34. Man, this Denchi guy is always making stuff up. Can he even be trusted nowadays? I don't know. Why does the VTuber community trust him with all this information? Look at that pose. Okay, what if it was like this? What if it was like that? And then I inserted a keyframe with the I key. Alright, so like what is this? What is being animated here? Good question. We got the rig hand. Hand IK left. Welcome, Zully. Can any of the chatters here be trusted in the first place? Some of them. Some of them, definitely. Others, you're not sure yet. Okay, so we have initial position for the arm. And we have initial position for the leg. Name all trusted chatters. That is confidential information that I cannot reveal. If you did a chatter tier list, those who can be trusted, those who cannot be trusted. These bones just don't seem to line up. Are you seeing this? These bones are misaligned. Shannon is trusted. She's the only VIP. True. She's the only person who is very important. And Stream Elements is not VIP, but it is a moderator. Who would you trust? That secret. What if the answer is no one? What if we can't trust anyone nowadays in society? You ever think about society? The fact that you can't trust anyone, especially not Denchi because he lied. This guy was lying about the update. I was staying up all night. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go to sleep until Denchi releases this new version that he promised. I'm just kidding. I went to sleep. I slept pretty well. Literally, the kid before Christmas. No. I don't trust myself. What? Can't believe that he would not trust himself. Let me try to fix the bone problem again. Because I feel like if I just build on this while the bones are messed up, everything's gonna be rotated weirdly. Like you look at this and it's like, why is this like bent like this, right? It should be bent the other way. It should be going like this. But it's not. Let's undo. Let's undo everything. Do Alt G, Alt R, Alt S. Could you truly trust a person that goes to a Sugar Glider stream to pick up songs? What? Oh, you're talking about yourself. That you stole the songs from Vacuously? That one time when she was karaokeing? Why would he do that? Why would Zully 3 do this? Wait, this one. Hold on. Why is this arm not? Hold on. We gotta reset this one as well. Alt R, Alt R, Alt S. It's not working, guys. It's not working. What the heck? Alt R, Alt S, Alt G. Okay. Save it. Alright, let's go make a backup. You know, this is where it'd be good to have Git version control. But I won't. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna go copy the file and name it _old or something. Default Blender humanoid 2. Paste it. Humanoid copy. Oh no, I didn't mean to open this. Oh, this is the old one. Wait, that's not even the right one. Gotta be this one. Humanoid 2 _old. Welcome Deep Freeze. That's what I do. I only version control in GMS2 and not very well. Game Maker Studio. Well, I think you should version control. I think it would make sense to do so. Alright, let's try to fix this meta rig, everyone. Let's go here. Click on this. Click on that guy. Unshow it. Go to object mode. Alright, the meta rig in front. This is why no one 3D models. It's simply just too hard. There's too much stuff to do, and no one understands it. You do a combination of iterated saves and version control, but doesn't version control handle that stuff? Let's move this along this axis. Let's move this bone right here. G, Y. It's there. It's here. This one's here. Now, which bone is that? That's the shoulder bone. What if you use robots to fix the rats? But how though? How can robots fix rats? Why would I fix the rat? And what is this? What is this bone? That is the heel bone. It's the heel bone that's down there. Used to iterated saves. Kind of do it anyways. I see. That makes sense. Like sometimes you can't trust Git. Sometimes you're like, I don't know about this one. Physical robots. Robot have real bones. Any robots out here? Any robots in the chat right now? Alright, what if we change the Y position to be 0? Same thing for this. You know, just change all this stuff to be 0, exactly 0. This one instead of being this. Okay, that's pretty close. That's exactly 0. Location of the head end of the bone. Oh, you gotta adjust the tail end of the bone as well. Isn't this the head end? No, this is the head end. Okay, so the tail end of the bone is here. You want this one. This one was like 0.05. It's like slightly bent. And then this one as well. This one could be at 0. At 0 right there. And then this one negative 0.01 perhaps. Block bench. So true. Okay, this one be like in the tutorials I've seen, you want the bones to be like slightly bent so that it knows which way to bend the arm. I would hope this is like slight enough, or maybe this is too slight. Maybe it's got to be 0.2 or something. Maybe this is like 0.1 1. Sure, so that's there, right? That's there. What about 0.5? Alright, so what's wrong with this bone? Is this bone even correct? How can a bone even be correct? And then I want to like rotate this, right? Can I rotate this? The roll is 0%. And that is what I want. That is, everything here should not be rotated. Alt R, Alt R. Okay, none of them are rotated. It's good, it's good. Alright, so now we try to see if we can generate the meta rig from this. And everything hopefully is fine. What if we apply all transforms? Maybe that's the problem from last time. Is that everything was simply incorrect. If we unrotate everything, we unscale everything, and we ungrab everything. Okay, now you go back to the meta rig, you save it, and then you try regenerating the regular rig. Let's see what this looks like. So you go here, go to pose mode, and then you want to hide this bone right here. You like to not show that bone. This one. You want to go back here to this rig. Pose mode. So where are the bones though? What happened to the bones? Oh wait, it works. Wait, hold on. Why did this work? Hold on, I want to see the bones. Everyone, where are the bones? Welcome, Yurga. Hello. Pose. Rig. In front. View. Tool. Item. Rig. Torso. Where is the bone? Let me look it up. Blender. Show. Rig 5 bone. Well, if he's gonna be the first bunny VTuber, or sorry, he didn't say VTuber, bunny tuber on Twitch. No, there's many of them. Blender show bone above. How to display animation bones in front of objects? What the heck? Wow, look at those bones. Armature skeleton. Welcome, Defins. Me when I'm in a blender? No. I clicked on that though. Did I not click on that? I literally clicked on this. It says in front. And yet it's not. Oh no, I remember. You have to use this. Last time, Carabelle, is that you gotta click on this thing. And that's what you want. Okay, I remember now. So the bones are correct now, I believe. Me when I remember lessons that I've learned from previous streams. No way. Alright, so now the bones should make more sense. I believe. We go back here, and then you click on the rig. You enter pose mode. Then wait, but then where? Hold on, where are my controls though? Where are my controls? They were literally just here. Didn't I move something one time? Why can I no longer move it? In front. It is in front. Oh, but it's because I don't have the control ones visible? Is that it? Is that maybe I just need to... Oh, I see. I understand. Everyone, I get it. Don't you worry, I understand. So this one, though. Why is this one rotated at a 45-degree angle? That's what I don't get. Okay, and then I also need to constrain this. This one needs to not be stretch. IK stretch has got to be 0, right? So now up. Okay, I got to make it also apply to the other hand symmetrically. Now I would have assumed that it would just do that automatically. That is not the case. Okay, so now it's correct. I believe I need to apply the same to the legs, but I'll do that later. Alright, so now let's take a look. Let's see if our arm is rotating in a way that we expect. Alright, so when this arm is straight down. Okay, so now this is not bent as far back. It's like slightly bent backwards, but not as much as before. So I think now it's good. And then you gotta rotate. You gotta rotate this one in such a way as to make sense. Okay, there we go. So after approximately an hour, we have this. We have been able to pose the character in such a way, and then we got to fix the legs as well. Okay, we got to confirm that the legs are still working. But now they stretch. Now they stretch, so you got to like turn that off. Actually, I guess it could stretch slightly. Right? It doesn't need to be no stretch, because these legs are very short. I think it's fine if they stretch like a little bit. Maybe like this. How about this too much? That's too much though. About like 0.25. 0.25 stretch. And then this one as well. 0.25 stretch. Okay, I think that's good. Alright, so now let's actually start animating something. Let's see, so you click on the arms. You make sure that the arms are positioned in a way that makes sense. I guess we want to keyframe the legs first, right? When you're making a walking animation, you usually start with the legs. Alright, so let's move. Let's figure out a walk cycle. Let's scroll over. Keying. Turn on available. What did he say? We're going to grab keying. Available. So there's a keying menu somewhere. Welcome, Stanley. Marker. Hold on. Why is this so complicated? Blender. What about how to create walk cycles in Blender fastest method? What do you think is the fastest method? Mirroring the contact pose. Okay. So you start off with the contact pose. Now he is blocking an essential part of the menu on the bottom left. And then maybe he will unblock it. Perhaps. I'm going to go up here to pose. I'm going to choose copy pose. Then we go to frame self. Okay. You start off, you add one frame where one of the legs is in front. Okay, so we're gonna start with perhaps the right leg. Then you gotta turn off X symmetry. Right, so this is here, and then you want the leg to be perhaps like in front, and then the other leg has to be behind. Like this. I believe one of them should also be rotated slightly, right? So this one be rotated like that. This one may be also rotated like this. So you want the contact point of this leg to be there. But then you also want this thing to be lowered in such a way, like this. Perhaps like this. Oh wait, this is the we're facing the wrong way. Hold on. I thought we were going. Wait, why are these legs bending the wrong way? Oh shoot. These legs aren't supposed to bend like that. Hold on. I think this one is also messed up now. What did I do? Why are these legs bent like this? Maybe I need to also fix the rotation of the legs. Didn't I fix this previously? What the heck? Alright, maybe like this. Maybe this is fine. Surely this is fine, right? Alt G. Oh, maybe this is fine. Actually, maybe this is fine. You can move this for... Oh, I see. When it's bent like this... After a certain distance, it gets messed up. Twitch is showing ads. I'm gonna drink some water. Alright. I've hydrated. Don't you worry, everyone. I've hydrated. Alright, so how do we make this leg walk in a way that makes sense? Is it even possible to walk in a way that makes sense? Does anyone even walk in a way that makes sense? I don't think so. Can't. You literally can't do it. Maybe I just need to fix the weight painting. Maybe that's what it is. Because like this, look at the problem is this right here. Let us go back into weight painting mode. Let's click on this. Click on leg, and then enter weight paint mode. All right, and then click on this bone. This bone right here. Literally this bone. And this one. Which of these bones? This bone. Alright, so we gotta like have less influence over this bone. And you can do that using the tool properties. We could use perhaps a weight of maybe like 0.3. Like right here. Like, is that too much though? Is that simply too much? I think I have it so that I need to like select the other side actually. Let's click on this bone. This bone This bottom one should have less control over this. So now I believe it has started looking a little bit better. And then what if it was like 0.25? Sure, maybe that's good enough. Alright, so we go here. You go into pose mode. Grab this. Okay, that looks way better. Doesn't this look way better? Now the leg is not bent like this. It's bent like this. Although it is still slightly. So let's go back and then just make it so that it doesn't do that. Click on the leg, click on this, click on leg. Weight paint. Alright, so which one of these bones? Perhaps this bone. Maybe this bone needs to have more control over this. No, you can't have that. You cannot be having that, guys. What if it was 1? Let's test the extremes. If this was 1, then that would pull this thing up. Now maybe it's just that this needs less control over this. What if this was like 0.5? It's that bad. It does not appear to be better. Maybe this one needs 0.7 control over that. Maybe, hold on, maybe the problem is actually that this thing, that this bone should have no control. Should be 0, right? These should be 0 for this bone specifically. And maybe also no control over these. Who allowed this bone to have so much control? His power has been unchecked by society. Now it's got too much power. It's too much. You simply have too much. I think that made it worse. No, it seems the same. Alright, let's see. What else? This bone. What about this? What about this bone? Why is this like this? The bone is rotated the wrong way. Maybe the initial bone was wrong. Do you ever think that maybe your bone is wrong? The bones that we all inherited are incorrect somehow? That no one even understands the bone. Is that a thing that happens? Maybe. Carabel, do you know? Welcome. But do you know why? How do I stop this from happening? Like, why is this rotated this way? Is my original bone incorrect? We even go as far as to call things bones that aren't bones. Yeah, like these. These aren't bones. These are nothing like bones. Literally makes no sense. What is rotating what? I don't know. Like why is this leg going like this, when it should be going like straight, or perhaps slightly bent the other way. Because I thought maybe it was my UV painting that I allowed this thing to have too much control over this, but I don't know if that's the case. I'm wondering if my original bone was maybe rotated incorrectly. Thank you, Foley, for 4 months. That is in fact many months. Let's see. Wait, let me look it up. Blender knee is rotated bent wrong way. Welcome, NanoDan. Should that bone be rotated? I don't think so. Blender help. Guys, my knee is bending the wrong way. I think you have this. The bone will prefer the pre-IK bend it uses. If the bone is bending backwards, it's because its bend before the IK is evaluated is backwards. You can change the bend in either edit or pose by rotating the calf bone. But changing it in edit's probably a bad idea because you put your bones there for a reason. No, thank you, Vacuously. 13 months, that's an entire year. No, wait, that's 1 year. You got a hype train? I want the level 1 emote cat serving one, please and thank you. Almost, no, it's exactly 1 year. But Wolfie, 12 months is a year. No, 13 months is a year. In this case. Because month 1 is the month that you paid for it. So it's technically should have been month 0. It has been that many months. Ain't it crazy how subbing on mobile is more expensive? No, it's because of Apple and Google. Anyway, to get a level 1 hype train emote though, you have to get level 2. Isn't that messed up? That you have to get level 2 to get a level 1 emote? So we'll do next month's collective sub redeem in late April. I don't know. Really? Yeah, that's how it works. They made it really confusing for some reason. It's not common knowledge. It is understandably confusing. Now, Vac, though, if you had hype trains enabled on your stream, you would already have all of the emotes. I have all the I have all the emotes below level 25. Unbelievable. Anyway, but someone else, you'll need someone else to contribute to get to level 2. It might help asking how to change the bend dynamically. Pole angle problems. The thigh will twist inappropriately, but the knee will bend. Build a bend into your meshes joints for Blender. No, but I did that. Maybe the bend that I had was too much. Have you considered this? That it has been bent too much. Can you show the meta rig? Yeah, I think I need to fix the meta rig. Hold on. Let me reset this. Right, doesn't this look like it's bent too much? I think that's the case. It's probably bent too much. Alright, let's go back to the meta rig. Let's go to object mode. Let's go here. Let's click on this guy. The knee bones are wrong. Then yeah, I assumed so. I thought perhaps that this was the case. Now let's go into edit mode. Let's edit the bones. Yeah, where's the bones? Oh, I need to make it show. Show bones. Now, do you think this is bent too much? I think maybe this is too much. No, this doesn't seem like too much, right? Although, wait, maybe this... Oh, wait, hold on. I think because this is rotated. I think this should be in the center. That's what it is. Now, thank you, Accuracy, for the gifted sub to Teeny. Now you can get one of the level 1 hype train emotes. It doesn't look too bad. What? But then why is the leg... why is the leg doing that? What if... Oh, maybe what if this bone needs to be higher up? Because like it's bending about here. Whereas really the leg should start a bit above that. Like, should this be in the middle? If I have it like this in the middle, and then well, hold on, should this thing be pointed forward? Did I have this configured wrong? The hips should not be... Are they supposed to be forward like this? I guess they are, because aren't they like that normally? I don't know. I don't really know. What if this was like a bit more straight? And then... Because like you look at this, and this is like pointed downward slightly. So like if I were to go here, totally will get the serve emote. Is it serve this cat? I hope so. Let's have this be 0. Perhaps, what if this was 0? I'm pretty sure the hip bones are only used to have better deformation around the hips. Oh, okay, then I guess it doesn't matter. What if it did matter? What if it mattered slightly? I don't have that one either. Everyone's gonna get it. It's gonna happen. Gonna be like, whoa, what the? We got the emote. Let me check my full hype list. You can have every emote. Alright, but you don't want this to be totally straight, right? You want to add like a little bit of bend. So what if this was like point 0.1? What if this is 0.1, negative 0.1, negative 0.05? Thank you for 38 bits. I don't know if 38 bits counts. I believe the minimum to contribute to a hype train is 100. As far as I can tell. Well, yeah, there's quite a few hype train emotes that are not good. Why would they do that? Why would they make emotes that are not good? Let's see, this one is actually hovering slightly above the ground, which might be a problem. What if this was 0? Oh wait, no, that's fine. This should be 0 now. Thank you, Octakar, for the 100 bits. Everyone has all their hype train emotes. That's good. This one, 0. This one, also 0. Then maybe this fixes it. Maybe this is an improvement in some way, and then this thing could also be 0. Is Gritty Goose extinct? Has the Gritty Goose event passed? I think it's always available. I think you can still get it. Probably. Got my goose fair. Yeah, I don't think Gritty Goose is limited. You can still get it. Yo, Gritty Dog. What if they added Gritty Dog for real? All right, what should the spine be like? Should the spine be slightly tilted? Probably. It would make sense. It would make sense. Yo, I've collected all the level 1 emotes. Oh, you didn't get the slay cat, whatever. What was it called? Serve cat. Confetti hype. That one's not so bad. I feel like if you didn't have like an emote that had that kind of purpose, I think that one would be pretty decent. If you didn't already have Vacuum Party. Yo, Caribou got it though. He got it because he has other hype train emotes. I would have assumed that you would have. I guess you probably already had that one. Caribou probably already has all the emotes. He's just pretending like he just got that one. Classic Caribou. Okay, but how should the spine be bent? Should the spine have a slight curvature? Was a real spine has some slight curvature, right? It goes back slightly. 0.01, maybe 0.1. 0.1. Pog, Karagi Pog. I'm so glad there's no limited time emotes or streamers not counting when they decide to switch them out. Limited time emotes for streamers? What does he mean by this? Maybe a little? It doesn't matter. Alright, what if we made it bend slightly? What if this one here? 0.01. Like an emote that is only available to unlock for a limited time. Oh, they mostly do that with badges. Thankfully, I don't really care that much about badges. But there are many limited time badges. I'm so sad they got rid of the whole live ones. They removed them so fast. Yeah, I feel like what was the point, right? Why would they even? They're like, hey, subscribe to Hololive, and you can get this emote for a short amount of time. And it was like a week or something. What? It's still there? Wait, it's still there. Yago is still there? Oh, never mind. I guess it is still there. The Fall Guys emotes. The Pikachu eating ramen emote. You guys remember that one? Got rid of some other one. Wasn't there Konosuba emotes? I don't remember that existing. I don't think that's real. Is that real? Surely not. Okay, I think maybe these bones are good enough. I hope so. I hope these bones are sufficient. Okay, but we gotta go back to the ohms. Okay, because when you regenerate the rig, I believe that the pose has to be neutral. Otherwise, it'll get messed up. Let's go back here. Let's add. Let's go to the pose. Click on this guy. Sorry, I've selected the wrong thing. I've selected the wrong thing. Did anyone have a favorite emote that they removed? Old Man Diabetes and his Porosad. I can't believe they got rid of Porosad. It's messed up. Alright, then you gotta oh yeah, they got the Binding of Isaac guy, Bible Thump. forgot that was non-existent anymore. Alright, let us try regenerating this rig, and hopefully it's good. My mouse removed emote. No, I can't believe they removed the limited time Wolfie emote. Why did they remove that one? Why did they remove any emote? Their excuse was that, like... Actually, did they even give a reason? Because, like, the guy who made it, Edmund McMillan, was like, I'm fine with them keeping it. Even for free, right? He said they don't have to pay me for it. But, like, they still, like, removed it? I don't know. I don't know why they removed it. Now. Enfield now? No. These ones are way less relevant. Meat Boy. Classic Super Meat Boy. Alright, we have regenerated the rig. Let's confirm whether it still works. Oh no, but spine cannot connect chain. What did that say? The spine is broken, everyone. I've unfortunately broken this character's spine. How do you check what the errors are? Where can I see the error logs? How do I fix the spine? Cannot connect spine. Blender C rig errors. Error log. How do you see the logs, guys? The Binding of Isaac. Blender C error log. The spine bones and neck bones are not connected, but should overlap. Oh, because I changed that, I see. Good. But how did you see that error? It showed up for like half a second. You go back in the VOD. How would I check the logs normally? Alright, let's go back here. Let's change the bone. Let's go to edit mode. This one. Gotta change this bone. This bone is gotta be at 0. No. This one, that's at 0. This one must also be, that's not 0. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be, hold on, maybe, let's see, if this was 0. So now they should be connecting. And then we regenerate the rig. Successful. It has been successful, everyone. Don't you worry. To see the logs, you need a lumberjack to lumber first. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. If you set the snap to vertices, you can connect, you can drag the bones. True. True, I could have considered doing this. Alright, now we gotta unset IK stretch. I wish it would keep that setting. It just deletes it every time. Click on this guy, IK stretch. Now this IK stretch is going to be 0.25. Just like a little bit. Alright, let's confirm that it is not broken. Okay, no, why is it what? I thought, what? Why is it still bending like that? What? Hmm. Ah, whatever. You know, it's like, it's slight. I thought that fixing the leg would fix that, but it didn't. Right. Whatever. I mean, it's better than before, probably. Alright, now it's been an hour and a half. We have not actually done any animation. Let us try once more. Okay, so you set the arm. You gotta move the arm downward. Actually, I guess we should just start with the legs. Let's start with this leg. This leg right here. And you grab it along the y-axis. Like this. And you gotta rotate it slightly. Now, it does look quite incorrect. It does look fairly incorrect. Oh, I forgot to move this bone. I said I was gonna move the leg bone up slightly, but I didn't. What if I went back and I did that? What if that solves all our problems? Surely. Alright, easy. Move that up here. Move that up here, perhaps. Actually, I guess I could make it the same length as this one. Move it like up here, even more. And then regenerate rig. Okay. And then let's take a look at pose mode. Wait, that's so much better. I mean, it's like not that much better. Okay, it's like slightly better. I gotta set IK stretch back. It seems a little bit better though. Yeah, okay, that definitely improved it. Sure, that's good enough. All right, let's actually start animating. What if I rotated? Do people usually animate the leg animation, the walking animation, by dragging the IK points? Or do they usually use the FK bones? The forward kinematic bones. What if we hide these? I guess it would make sense to use the forward ones, because you're like specifying where on the floor they should be. But also, I don't know why I said also. Why does it look like this thing? This thing is like slightly above the ground. Is that normal? Why? Well, hold on. Why is the leg like this? Did I do that? What is that? Either works, but IK kind of automates some of the bends. Yeah. Have you ever had Club Mate, the drink of the hackers? I have not. I have not had such a thing. Whoa, what is this? What the heck is this? What is that bone? The root bone? This is the root bone? Wait, did I mess something up? Hold on. This is what happened last time. Oh, are these bones not connected to something anymore? Did I mess something up? The torso bone is not connected anymore to this bone. Is that my problem? Rigify just generates some extra ones if that's what you use. Yes, but don't I need these bones? I don't need the torso bones. Don't I need the root bone? What is the root bone? What is this bone? Upper arm IK target. No, I guess that one's fine. That one controls where the shoulder needs to go, right? Or like where the shoulder should be oriented towards. Although, shouldn't that be like here? Isn't it supposed to be like closer to this? Is it because I had the bones not connected? That could be it. It could be that I have misplaced the bones. Let's go back. Let's go back and use the snap setting just to ensure that all the bones are connected. Although I guess shouldn't it have given me a warning if that was the case? Let's go to edit mode. Okay, edit mode. So these bones, so they are connected. They are connected. Those bones look good. But they weren't there when I generated the rig last time though. So why are they here this time? What are those bones? Oh, it's just because I probably like hid them, right? I probably hid them in some menu somewhere. Because I didn't need them. Maybe. Like these are definitely still connected. This one's connected. That's connected. Literally all connected. But I think I messed up somewhere with this bone, right? Isn't this bone supposed to be like that? Why did it look like this? Hold on. I think I messed this one up. This one should maybe be -1. Negative 0.3. Negative 0.4. Negative 0.3. Right, this one was supposed to be here. And I believe that maybe this one needs to be slightly higher up. Just because like that's how that works. Oops. Sure. And then this bone is there. That tiny bone is the toe bone. They're usually horizontal, and the bone behind at a slight angle. Oh, this is entirely horizontal? Tell me this should be... Wait. So this is at Z0. Z... Are these entirely horizontal? And then this one here should be negative 0.05 perhaps. Perhaps something like that. Or maybe this should be centered and then this one is back. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, right? Maybe it just fine. What if we just try this? Let's just see what this looks like. Alright, so regenerate the rig. Check out what this looks like. Okay, so those other bones are not there. What happened to those other bones that I had last time? Now those are gone. There was like a bone, a root bone that was this way. Now what happened to that bone? It's now gone. I was in edit mode. Oh, were these always here and I just never saw them? Okay. That's what it is. I confused myself. I see, I understand now. Okay, well every time we do that, the IK stretch messes up. Let's go back here, change this back. Anyway, how's everyone's Monday? Anyone having a good Monday? Oh, this Monday is so cool. Sure am glad that it's Monday. Sure am glad. Alright, so the first walking position is you gotta be like this. And then rotated slightly. It's gotta be rotated a little bit. And then the other leg as well has gotta be like this, but also rotated. Now, I thought I fixed this leg problem. I thought I'd fix this. The fact that the leg is pointed like this. But it's not fixed. Why is that? I thought this was fixed. Maybe it's fine if I just like rotate it. Maybe I just have to like rotate this slightly. Alright, and then the torso has got to be lowered. Might be not enough geometry. No. You think I need like another thing on this side? Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. We lower the torso because this is the contact pose, right? This is the contact pose. And then you gotta press I to add the frame. Click on this, you add I, press I. On this one. Alright, now we have our first pose, and then you gotta reverse it, right? You gotta go, let's say it's gonna be like 24, zoom in. And then I guess you copy this pose. Let's click on let's click on all this stuff. So you want to copy these ones. And then you want to paste them at frame 25. Now you're like, but Wolfie, why 25? It only goes to 24. Well, because you want it to not be the same place. Alright, then at frame 12, here you gotta paste this. I guess it would end at 23. You would paste the same thing here, but then you want to reverse it, right? How do you reverse? You gotta be reversing the 25th frame. I guess 24. 24. There's a way to paste it reversed, right? Blender paste mirrored. Paste animation. Paste keyframe mirrored. Paste on opposite side. Hold on. Control Shift V. Control Shift V. Internal clipboard is empty. Hold on. Copy. Oops. Copy these. Control C. Control Shift V. Oh shoot. Wow, look at that. I thought I changed I thought the torso. Oh, the torso. Okay, we need another frame in the middle for the torso to go up and down. So we have a basic walking loop. I feel, okay, the back leg could perhaps go back a bit more. Or maybe, I guess maybe that happens on the next pose. Blender walk cycle. Okay, let's see. What are the basic states? Blender walk cycle. I definitely watched another video that I thought was good. Was it this one? Was it perhaps... Let me check my liked videos on YouTube. Blender playlist. Nope. Let's see. Liked videos. Animating legs, walk cycle, and weight. Is this the one? Yes, okay, this this one. This one from Dooley, a very well-known YouTuber. Everyone knows this guy. Okay, here are the poses. The main poses of a walk cycle. You got contact, which is the one that I've implemented. Then you got the next one, which is down. It's down. Well, maybe I want to do the middle one first. The one after this. Pass. And then up. Maybe I do the up pose. Up. Contact. Okay. So we want the down pose. So this is when the leg is not yet touching the floor. But then the down pose, this leg is off the ground. And then that leg is touching the ground. What is the timing though? We got timing. Add this maybe at 4. The 4 mark. Alright, then here what we gotta do. This leg has to then be in contact, but then we gotta have the torso lowered. Add a frame for that. Sorry, I meant to add a frame here, and then you lower it, and then this one is contacted. So you gotta rotate this so that it's 0. You reset this rotation, okay. And now it's touching the ground. Let's see, location Z should be 0. And then the other leg should be off the ground. Right. Okay, so we have this. Goes like that. I think this one could be raised slightly more. Perhaps like this. Let's reset the rotation. Rotate like this. Okay, then you have the pass pose. So pass, this leg is now in the back. Let's see, so this leg here is now behind, which it is behind. But it's like behind, like here. It's here now. And then Z, it's got to be 0. And then the other leg is up. The other leg is now up. Yes. Now why is this through the ground? Shouldn't this be up? Did I not add a keyframe for the torso and 0? This should not be going through the ground like this. This is probably good enough as it is though. But okay, but then we add an up pose. An up pose. Wait, did I not add... Where's my keyframes? Did I not have keyframes here? No, what have I done? What am I doing? What has he done? Where's the other things that I've chosen? Is there a way to get them to all show? Do I have to like select all of them? I guess I do this. Click on this guy, click on that guy. On this guy. Oh, so I did not add a keyframe for the right leg. Is that why it looks weird now? Let's go here. Let's insert keyframe. There. So we gotta reset this one. We gotta go back. This one has gotta be up. This one has got to be up. But it's still going through the ground. Why is that? Why is it doing that? So I don't have a keyframe here. And I also don't have a keyframe for the torso. Where's the torso? The torso doesn't have one. Wait, why is this different? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Add, insert, keyframe. Okay, now you select everything. Okay, so we got these here. Goes there. That's the contact point there, but actually it still goes through the ground. I believe this here. Maybe I should reset them. Maybe we should reset all these and redo this. Make sure we insert the keyframes before we move stuff around. Let's do that. Let's reset everything, including the torso. Delete these. Alright, so in the initial position, select everything. Let's also delete these. Alright, so in the first pose, we have contact. Contact is this one. Should be in contact with the ground. It just touches the ground. And then the other leg is still connected to the ground. So rotation. Let's reset this rotation. And then you gotta move the Z so that it's at 0. And then you gotta rotate this like that. Or maybe, I guess this should be flat. Rotation should be flat in there. Maybe a little bit less flat. Maybe like this. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Alright, then you go to frame 6. You insert keyframe for all channels. Every relevant channel. Now, did it actually do it though? It didn't. Okay, so how do I... I have to select everything first and then do insert, which confuses me. Alright, select all, choose all of them. Okay, then you have these. Then we insert keyframe and insert keyframe. Alright, so this second pose, which I guess is actually, what is this? This one, I've already lost track of what I've done. So this one is just contact the other way. So this should be at 0, 3, 6, 9. So here, these should actually be at 3. Perhaps, maybe 3 is too short. Maybe this animation is too short. We could always adjust that after the fact. Now, now why is this through the ground? Didn't I literally just change this one? If I move this up, and I move this up, and I rotate this. It didn't apply? Why, for some reason it didn't apply. Oh, I'm on frame 0. Wait, hold on. It starts on frame 1 for some reason. Instead of 0. Wait, is this normally 1 indexed? Was I confusing myself? I was editing frame 0 thinking this was 0 indexed. Oh no. No, guys. This doesn't make sense. Start at 0. Make this 0 index, please. Is that weird? Is it weird for animations to be 0 indexed? I don't know. But now we are editing a valid keyframe. Although it didn't save. Hold on. When I make changes, do I need to like insert keyframe? Like it doesn't like affect the existing one? Is that the case? Oh, I guess I have to press I for it to be preserved. I see. Okay. Because I was not doing that. I was simply not doing that. It's not weird to start it other than... Okay, that's good. Right, then we move these ones back to 0. Okay, so it's here, and then this one is up. Alright, so that's our contact. If you include simulations, you may start animations at frames 100 or 1000. Oh, okay. Alright, then we have our down pose. This is the down pose. It seems incorrect. Let's just insert keyframes for everything just to make sure that we don't mess up again. Alright, so this will be the down pose. Down pose requires this leg to be in contact with the ground. This one. And it is, but it should be slightly farther out. Perhaps like this. And then rotation, it's gotta be 0. 0. Oops. Wait, what? What happened? wait, hold on. Am I editing the wrong thing? Why is the leg bent like this now? It's rotated. The leg is flipped. What did I do? Wait, what? Oh, I'm flipped. Okay. I was concerned. I thought the rabbit was facing the other way. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just misunderstood. I should have looked at the tail. The tail would tell me where it is. Alright, let's go back here. Let's click on the foot IK. Wait, this is the right foot. Okay, so this right here, this one is the right foot. Baby bunny can't walk. It's true. Alright, rotation of this should be, let's reset the rotation. Let's bring this over here. Rabbit is walking forward. Although the hips, hold on, the hips should be moving. So the beginning, it goes here, and then the hips go down slightly. So first, before I move any of this other stuff, the hips should go, or the torso. Wait, the torso. Welcome, Teeny. Congrats on getting a gifted subscription from Vacuously. Okay, so you lower this slightly. And you add a keyframe. Okay, and then the legs. And then you update the legs. Okay, so the down pose. This right here. You rotate it. Grab it. Move it this way. Sure, but this one is like still a little bit in contact with the ground. So maybe like this. Oh, okay, we gotta drink some water. It's ads time. Alright, I've done it. I've successfully done it. Alright, so this leg should be rotation. Oops, that's the wrong leg. I meant to update this one. Rotate 0. And then it should be a bit farther out. Z position should be 0. And then the Y position, perhaps here. Oh, it didn't save. I didn't press I. I didn't save any of them. Oh my god. Why doesn't it automatically insert a keyframe? Wait, there's a way to do that, right? Hold on. There's some way to automatically insert a keyframe when you move stuff around. And I'm just not doing that. Auto keying, that's okay, that's what I was missing. That's why it did not work. Because in all the tutorials that I've seen, they have never manually inserted keyframes, they just started moving stuff around. But I've messed it up. Okay, so now it should be good. Yes, okay. That's what I was missing. Now we know. Now you all know. Okay, oops. Alright, then you move it along this axis. And it automatically creates the keyframe. No, I feel like this one also needs to be up slightly. Okay, then you have this step. And then the next one is the pass. And pass, I believe, where is the torso relative? It goes down. Okay, so the torso goes down this step. So you can move this down even more. Oh wait, but hold on. But then this one was already moving down. So maybe this one needs to not move down. It moves down slightly. Why does this seem so sudden? Are you seeing this? It like snaps, snaps in place. That shouldn't happen. That's not supposed to happen. Why does it do that? Is it because I don't have enough frames? Oh, whatever, it's probably fine. Okay, and then, okay, so the pass pose. The body goes down here. And then, okay, so then this leg is lifted up. Like this. And then this leg is in contact with the ground. So you want the rotation to be reset. You want the Z to be 0. And then what? Maybe like not exactly 0. Maybe it could be a little bit more like that, maybe. Alright, so now this pose is here, and then up. Then the torso goes back up. So it went down, now it's up. And then the leg, okay, so this leg is now even farther back. But it's still in contact with the ground. So I guess like this. Slightly, and then this pose, this leg is raised. Like this. Alright, so right now we have this. That looks pretty good. And then we have the contact pose. So it goes back down there. But then really what we want to do is we want to copy these, paste these, but inverted. Wait, what? No, we gotta select all. We gotta select all. Go back here. Select all. Copy. Wait, why didn't it select this one? I pressed Control A, Shift A, just regular A. I've selected everything, but these have not been selected. Do I have to manually select them? Copy, and then Control Shift V. Does that not do what I expected to do? This is not working, guys. Control. All right, let's copy this. Let's delete these ones. Paste that one. What is this? What is this thing? What is any of this? All right. Then you can go to frame 12. Delete this stuff. Paste. That means the keyframes are the same. Oh, but it's not the same as this one though? I thought this would be the same. Why is this not the same? Oh no, because this is the same as this, which is not what I want. Is that what I want? The torso. Starting and ending keyframes on that region where it's named. Right. Yes. Okay, so this torso goes down. It goes up. I think it goes a bit too far up though. Maybe we make it go down a little bit. Maybe like this, and then this one. Goes up. Goes here. Alright, then you gotta copy these frames, paste them in frame 12, but reverse. Control Shift V. Was it Control Shift V? I think so. Alright, and copy this one. Control Shift V. Copy this one. Control Shift V. It doesn't seem correct though. Wait, hold on. Blender, paste, Shift Control V. Doesn't work. But I thought it did work. I thought I was doing that. If I copy this and I paste this, if I delete this, and go to frame 12 and I do Control Shift V, internal clipboard empty. Okay, copy, Control Shift V. So like, why is this leg not working? If I delete this one, okay, I think I just copied it wrong. Wait, whoa. Wait. Why is it just jumping? Shouldn't it do like a smooth transition between this and this? It's like a sudden jump. This one. It's there. What the heck? Maybe I just need more frames. Maybe this needs to be, instead of 24, maybe this could be like 40. Maybe 40 frames. Move this one to frame 41. Move this one to frame 20, perhaps. And then instead of being every 3, it'll be every 5. Got 15. Got 10. Got 5. And we got 20. Alright, I think maybe that's better. Is that better? What am I gonna animate? It is this running animation. I guess it would be a walking animation. It goes like this, goes that way, and goes back. Wait, why is this not rotate? Hold on. I think this is wrong. I delete this. I'd like to delete this. If I copy this, I just want, okay, Blender, mirror, keyframe, side. Is that a thing? Copy pose, paste pose, X flipped. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna copy this. Go to 20, paste pose flip. Shift Control V. Yeah, that's what I was pressing. Internal clipboard empty. Alright, so you go here. You select all of them. How do you select all of them? I thought I selected all of them. Blender, copy all keyframes. All selected keyframes. Have you tried duplicate and drag? You have to go to the dope sheet. What is the dope sheet? How do I how do I access the dope sheet? Blender dope sheet. Dope sheet. Is this different? Bird's eye view of the keyframes inside. Wait, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. How do you enter dope sheet mode? Blender view dope sheet. Using the dope sheet. It's the primary panel in Blender where we edit positioning. Set up your scene. Change any existing panels by clicking the menu button in the top corner and selecting dope sheet from the animation category. Is it this? Is this? Wait, this is the dope sheet. Is this is the dope sheet? Is this? No, this is the timeline. And how do I choose? Okay, this. The top left corner. Okay, okay, so now when you do Control A, it does select all of them. I see. Oh, but it didn't. But it doesn't select all of them. Now it selects all of them. Welcome, Yuko. Alright, so we copy this. Copy this, go to frame 20, Control Shift V. Now, did that copy the way that I wanted it to? I think so, yes. That appears to be so. If you click on the arrow on the top right of the view, you can see all bones out of keyframes, even if not side. Okay, that is what I want. The arrow on the top right of the view. The arrow. On the top right. Is this a filter? Which arrow? This arrow? The top right of the view. Of this view? This one? Okay, that's not there. Oh, I guess this is an arrow. And then not only show selected. Is that what it is? Don't only show selected. Okay, that's good. That's good advice. Hello Raiders, welcome. Welcome Free Droll. What are you doing? Free Droll _ You were also doing software and game development. Whatever it was you were working on, I hope it was good. Hope you made good progress with whatever. I'm learning how to animate in Blender. I've been struggling with this basic walk cycle, but I think I kind of get it now. It took a long time to understand, but now I kind of get it. Thank you, thank you. So I've created and rigged this low poly rabbit. Done a few walk cycles, I'm still learning too. What were you working on? Were you also using Blender? Or were you programming? Perhaps maybe some other thing. Perhaps some other thing. I just don't know. Alright, so I've inverted these ones. Let's copy this one. Starting with a walk cycle is like learning to ride a bike without the training. Well, what else was I supposed to do? This is like the thing to do. It's like a the thing, you know? 35, control shift. Okay, here we go. Oh shoot. We got walking. Okay, and then I think to add a little bit more variety, I think people usually add like a little bit of hip sway to this so that the body's not just like totally vertical. So let's see, let's add, how does it usually go? Which leg is the one that is like rotated? Let's see. Is it the side that is on the floor? Is the leg that's touching the ground, is that the one that is up? I guess it'd be the other one, right? The leg that's in the air, the hip is like slightly higher up, perhaps. Does that make sense? Hold on, let me look it up. What do we even search for? Walk cycle, hip, hips. Okay, so let's see. The side that is touching the ground is higher up. Is this true? Is this necessarily true? The side, no, this one is the opposite. The side that's touching the ground is actually lower. The hip is actually lowered on that side. Which makes sense. It makes sense. So let's try doing that. So this one, these are both in contact. I guess this one, let's start with the fully in contact. So this frame is where this leg is in contact. Wait, we gotta confirm. We have to confirm, everyone. Have to make sure that you know what to do. Walk cycle from front. Alright, so we got contact pose is neutral. The hips are neutral on the contact pose. And then pass. Okay, in the passing pose, I should add a keyframe. I'd like to add a keyframe for the hips. I've added one. It's there. And then I add another one at the end here. And then also in the middle. They're both centered in the middle. Alright, now we go here. Passing, we expect the one that's touching the ground to be higher up. Or sorry, to be lower down. So it would be like this. Just like a little bit. And then you copy this here, flipped. Alright, so what does this look like? That looks pretty good. Alright, and then I think usually the shoulders go the opposite way. So if this thing's bent this way, the shoulder should go up this way. So let's add keyframe for shoulder. Although, don't people usually put the arm movements in a different animation? There's a way to like compose animation. So like, this could just be like for the leg movement, and then you can have another one for the arm movement. Whatever, it's probably fine. I could always split them out if I need to. has not inserted. It has not inserted my keyframe. I'd like to copy this, please. And then go in the middle, do the same thing. Alright, so then in this one, you want it to be like that. Oh, but the head also moves. Hold on, I want the head to not move. Oh. Maybe just like a little bit. Maybe it's fine. Maybe that's fine. If it moves slightly. Wait, did I think I had it the opposite. Okay, it's supposed to move this way. Move it like this. Copy it, paste in reverse. Okay, that looks good, right? Seems fine. What's the hotkey to like play the animation? It's normally space, but then space is now a search. Animation play. Oh shoot. It's going, it's playing. How do I get it to like, okay, I would like to move around while it's playing. Is that possible? Is this possible? Animation play. Blender system redraw timer. View play animation. Let's go. Alright, then we have to add some arm movement, obviously. Very cool, very cool. Now it is kind of slow. We could, hold on, part of this looks a bit strange as well. This, I feel like this, whatever, this, that right there is a bit strange. Yeah, okay, the difference between this one and this one is not enough for this leg. So I would need to move that leg slightly more. It's from here to here. We need this leg to be maybe like here. I think that's better. Okay. And then you copy this one to here, paste in reverse. Sure. And then play the animation. Still feels a little bit slow. I feel like this pose is held for a bit too long. How do I stop? How do I stop playing it? Stop. Stop animation. Pause animation. Blender. Hotkey for play animation. Blender animation shortcuts. Spacebar, no, but spacebar searches for things. Is there like a button I can press? Where's the actual button for play and stop? Stop. I guess maybe if you do, oh wait, shift spacebar. Shift space. No, that doesn't do it. Okay, shift space. I see. Shift space. Isn't that what they do in Superliminal? Maybe they do that, right? They're shifting space. It happens. All right, let's see this here. This here, this one to this to this, this here to this. It's a bit slow. Yeah, this right here. Okay, so maybe we need to move we need to move this leg a bit more. So this goes from here to here, but then here to here is not different enough. So perhaps we gotta do, let's go on the other side. So it's like this to this. Simply not sufficient. You want this one maybe to be a bit more back here. But now it's like stuck up here for a while. That feels a bit slow. No, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's actually fine. Wait, what did I just paste? This one. This leg. Copy it. Paste it. Clipboard's empty. What the? Copy. Paste. Okay. I think that's better. I don't know. That seems better. Okay. Could also make it faster. You know, I changed it to be 40 because I thought I needed more frames. But I might not. I might be able to get away with this being a faster animation. Is there a way to do that? Is there a way to like reduce, to like collapse the animation? Blender, move all keyframes. Wait, can I just scale the keyframes? Oh shoot, you can. Wait. Holy, you can do that. You can literally just do that. I was like, well, you know, you can scale other things. Surely you can scale this. You can. Okay, what about scale 0.5? Oh shoot, guys, you can literally do that. Scale 0.75. They scale based on the position of the cursor. Wait, if I was here, scale 0.75. What does that mean? You can also grab them. You could also rotate. You can't rotate them. I thought you could maybe rotate them. You can use G to grab them though. What's a good scale? Let's scale them. Okay, so right now we have them. Difference between each of these is 5. Let's scale by 2 first. And then scale back, so now everything is 10. You could now scale by 0.3, which is what I had originally. And if I make the animation length 24, how do I change the animation length? Do I have to go back to timeline view? Okay, 24. And then back to dope sheet view. Okay, that looks much better. I guess it's more of a run than a walk, but that's also fine. A bit of a slow run. Alright, now for the arm animation, everyone. Let's go here. Hold on, rig action O2. This one's gonna be leg run underscore leg. Is that a thing? If I make a new one, can I make a new? What is this thing called? What's the name of this? Is this an animation? Can I make a new animation? Move channels, delete channels. Blender new animation. Ah, whatever. Maybe I'll keep them in the same one. Just run. Just call this one run. Alright, now for the arm movement. How does one move their arms when they're running? Blender. Okay, so the walk cycle. Have it face the other way, like this. And then, okay, so you start off. So when at the pass pose is when, for some reason I only created one animation per file, but there's a way of having multiple. I would assume so. Because like if you're making this for games, obviously you would need them to have multiple animations. Surely. Alright, I guess we start with the pass pose. Pass pose has both arms to the side. As we all know, the pass pose is in the middle, right here. Alright, then here, you grab this, you move it down. Like this. Oh, now it's stretched. Okay, we need to disable IK stretch. Oh no, now it's rotated. Wait, it's rotated? Oh no, it's because, okay, because the body is rotated. That's why. Alright, disable IK stretch. Click on this. None of this stuff. None of that stuff. Okay. Also reset everything just to make sure. Okay, so now we do this, grab it down here. Gotta rotate X. That's there. Rotate the arm. Like this. Like that. Alright, it's not exactly to the side. It's like, it's still a little bit backwards. So maybe we have the arm, the hand can be rotated a little bit like this. Just slightly. Alright, and then I guess you do the same thing for the other side, right? So this is the right hand. And then the left hand, delete that one. Copy this, paste, inverted. None of the 0 copied buttons, alright. So we need to undo that. Copy this. And then, wait, this is applying different. Okay, so when you're pasting it, you're really pasting this thing. Wait, no, it's fine, right? Is that fine? That's not fine. How do I copy this but mirrored? Oh, I can just do that. Okay, that is how you do it. Although the hand is now rotated strangely. Does this also need a keyframe? How do I make the rotation of this? I was like, this hand is not rotated. This one is. Does this keyframe not include that rotation? It doesn't. It does not appear to include that rotation for some reason. Blender, paste keyframe, hand rotation. Pasting keyframes, copy and paste keyframes. Copy keyframe object rotating the wrong way. Rotations, Blender's not going to second guess you about which way the object should rotate. How do I make this? Like, what property controls this rotation? And why is it not copied? I would assume it would be the quaternion rotation, but it's not being applied for some reason. Okay, what if I copy all of this and then I go here and then paste it? It did not do it. It did not do it. Oh wait, this doesn't have, oh, because I haven't rotated. I guess you have to like rotate it once, and then since there's a property there, then you can override it. Interesting. Interesting situation. Okay, so that is how you do it. Look at that, I've learned things on my own. Me out here learning things. Alright, so this is here, and then you would like to copy this as well to this one. Alright, then what? Then you go back here. The contact pose, you want this hand to be back like this, and perhaps rotated slightly. Perhaps this gets rotated. But rotated how, though? That's the question. How would this be rotated? Because right now the entire arm is like kind of rotated. Rotated about its local axis. Maybe, okay, like this. This. And then the other hand is now in front. Okay, I want to rotate this globally. And by rotate, I mean move. Okay, so this one is now in front. And then rotated somehow. Rotated locally. Rotated locally. How do you do this? This one's kind of complicated. Rotate. How do I add let's see, what was gimbal? Let's add what was gimbal? Align each axis to the Euler rotation axis? No. What's a more intuitive way of rotating this? FK bones, I think so as well, but like how do I how do I choose that? How do I choose that? This is a bit annoying. Let's delete these. You know what? Let's delete these either. And by either, I mean also. You're telling me, okay, so if we do forward kinematics, let's also reset this one. Reset these. Okay, so how do I make this use forward kinematics? Do I just not move this thing? Do I simply just... Okay, I guess I take this thing, right? Is this the thing that I want to move? What is this? What do I control for the forward kinematics? Oh wait, I guess I can hide them, right? I can hide arm IK and then just use forward kinematics. Okay, so let's see. I would want to move... Is this the one? No. No, that's not it. How do I move? What do I move for the forward kinematics? Rotate. It doesn't rotate it. Does this rotate it? No. Oh, because I need to set it so that it's prioritizing FK. Right. Is that it? By forward, let's see, snap FK to IK in the current frame. Snap the IK chain to FK result. IK, FK, so this means you want this to be fully controlled by forward kinematics. And then this thing, oh. Oh, this is so much better. Wait, okay. I see. Now it's fully, yeah, that's what I want. Yes. Oh. Okay, now I understand. Let's see, let's move this one as well. Oh, I need to also set this to be this. No. What do I do? Set this. Yes, set that. And then I just want to set it slightly. Okay. Oh, it's IK minus that. Is this minus or dash? FK dash greater than. Is it a subtraction? No, okay. Okay, so now we have this set up. Let's move this over here. Wait, I also change something else. There's another property that's being dragged up here. What is this? How do I see what this is? I don't know what that is. Is it the FK thing that I set? Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is. All right, then you copy this, you paste it here. All right, so now it should be a bit easier. Let's go here. Let's rotate this one back. Rotate this slightly. Yes, yes. And then the other arm gets to go forward. Whoops. And then this one can be rotated slightly more. It's maybe a bit too far forward. maybe more like this. All right, and then the next frame, this one goes, I guess, okay, hold on. Why is it bent like this? You could also use the tools on the left that shows the gimbal. This thing, oh shoot. That makes sense. Okay. Like, why is this still rotated? Forearm. Oh, because I never set this. Okay, I see. I need this to be, hold on, let's, because we don't have a default for this. So we should insert one of these things that is a reset. Let's see, so you gotta do Alt R, right? Nope, that's the wrong thing. Alt R, right. And then this one, Alt R. Copy these two, paste them here. Copy this one, paste it. All right, and then, all right, then the down pose, the hand, it goes, this hand goes a bit more forward. So let's rotate this. Could also use this. No, I feel like, no, let's just use this one. Goes here, and then this one maybe goes a bit more. And then this one goes a bit more backwards. And this one, rotate this one. Oh. All right, then you add one at 9 right here. So then after this pose, this arm goes forward slightly. Although I guess I could just copy from the other arm, right? If I copy this one, and I just paste these, copy these, paste them. Okay, this goes forward, and then goes back. Forward, back. No, I guess, does that work? If I copy these, paste them, I guess that works, you know. Although I guess this should be pasted here. Hold on, copy these, paste them here. And then what? And then these ones, copy, paste them exactly as is here. And then this one, this looks fine, right? It goes forward, goes back. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's all you need. You copy this one here, and this one. That's 21. Copy this, paste it. None of the 0 copied bones could be pasted. Reverse. Wait, is that what I want? Hold on. It goes here and goes here. This is the reverse. And then you want it to go here, so that's for, okay, you copy this here. That's what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing? Hold on. Goes forward. I want this. This should be there. Should really be this one. It is a bit jumpy. I think I need some more something. Maybe these could be, let's see, it goes like this. Goes up. Where's the jumpiness coming from? Goes here. Goes up. Is this where it's jumpy? I think it's not going back far enough. Let's see. So this goes here. I think I need another. I think I need a frame here that is similar to this one. But then like the arm. Oh no, this has to go forward. But like it's already going forward though. That's the thing. It's already going forward. So why do I need another one? Maybe this isn't going far enough back. Maybe that's it. Oh, what the heck? Alright, I want to copy this, paste it here, reverse. Did that do anything? I don't know if it did. I don't know if it did. So this goes back to here. And then this one does not go back there. I'd like to copy this, paste it here. What if I deleted this and then pasted? Okay, and then copy this one and paste it here. It seems okay, I guess. Is that okay? I don't know. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Sure, sure. You know what? We made some progress today. It seems pretty decent to me. It's running. It is running. Alright, I've saved it. We now have an animation. I could add some like animation to the ears as well. It is a bit strange that they're just like static. The head also seems a bit too like stationary, you know? It could rotate a little bit side to side, perhaps. Maybe. But that's good though. That seems to be good. We can hide the meta rig. I don't know why I was showing it the whole time. Where's he? Why would you assume that it's a he? Just because it's this. Next up could be add some bones. Yes, yes. Bones to the ears. As you all know, they got bones in their ears. And we simply don't. They're going forward in the negative Y direction. Man. Alright. Look at that. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. It does still feel lacking though. Not just the ears, but like the movement itself. There's something seems strange. Yes, we were talking about the ear movement as well. Why does this feel strange? Is it the arms? Is it the arms that feel strange? Are they simply too jumpy? Welcome, Weaverinos. Anyway, I guess that's it. That's going to be it. Let us end the stream. I'm going to save this and make sure that it has been synchronized to my other computer. Let's see, default folder, rescan. It says it's up to date, but I don't trust it. I'm gonna have to open up humanoid2.blend in my local blender. Allow execution. Shift space. Okay, it has synchronized properly. Good. Alright. Arms and legs look good. I think it's more the rest of it isn't animated. Yeah, maybe that's it. Perhaps that's it. Maybe there needs to be some more deformation in the clothing. The head needs like a little bit of like maybe some more rotation, slight rotation. Maybe some, okay, like the entire body's moving up and down, but maybe the head also needs to move up and down slightly more. And then obviously the ears need some movement. Anyway, save changes. Sure. I mean, I literally just saved, but let's just confirm. Rescan. Okay. We're ending. Let's find out what day it is. Let's raid someone. Doctor's Day, National Fitness Recovery Day, I'm in Control Day, Pencil Day, Turkey Neck Soup Day, Take a Walk in the Park Day, Wendy's Day, Wendy's come, Virtual Vacation, Pencil Day, walk. I mean, we literally animated a rabbit walking. So like, why not take a walk in the park day raid, and then since we don't have walk, you can have run. Okay, let's see what day it is. Let's raid someone. Who is streaming? Who do I raid today? Anyone playing the Wolfie's Nonograms? Nope. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, what about... What about A person who is streaming something. What about Dofume? We can raid Dofume. Last raided 56 days ago. Or maybe... No, yeah, let's raid Dofume. Playing some Mahjong. Alright, slash raid Dofume. Alright, thanks for watching. I should be back on Wednesday with something. It could be more Blender. It could be something else. I don't know yet. It's probably going to be Blender. Honestly, it's probably going to be Blender. Now, whether I'll have any changes to this Blender file since today's stream, I don't know. I might not update it at all, and then we can rig the rest of it. Or I might come back and it'll be like totally done, and then I'll be like, what do I do now? And then like, I don't know. You'll find out soon. On Wednesday, probably. And now I sit here. Now we sit for several seconds. And we wait for that raid to go. Yep. There it is. It's going. It is going. Classic raid. Just going. Now it is going. Goodbye.